Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Longdon Plays, as we're all set to begin another Week 3 clash of the Mastercard A Division Interclub Rugby League 2024 and 2025. The defending champions CR&FC taking on the bottom place team from the last season, Navy Sports Club. Both the teams, they have played one game each, and CR&FC, they won that opening game of the season, while Navy Sports Club, they went down against Havelock Sports Club in that opening fixture. So this game will be played under lights, and we also have another game happening at the same time, and that game is between Havelock Sports Club and Police Sports Club. Yesterday we had a game where Army Sports Club got the better of Sri Lions, and although a lot of people expected it to be a close game, Army just ran away with the game in the second half. The weather forecast for the day, it's a bit cloudy at the moment, and the maximum temperature of 31, minimum of 24, and the wind speed 13 kilometers per hour at the moment. And expecting to see a great game of rugby with CR&FC obviously coming in as the favourites, but Navy Sports Club, they'll want to prove that this season they are in for a much bigger role than what they had last season. And joining with me in the comm box for this game is Abdullah Yusuf. Good evening, Abdullah.
Yes, good evening, Laksisi, and good evening to all our viewers. As we can see, both teams just going through their warm-up routines. Have to say today's game, Laksisi, that CR probably going as overwhelming favourites, and these are the Week 3 fixtures that Laksisi was talking about a bit earlier. Yesterday, of course, Army coming up trumps relatively comfortably against newcomer Sri Lions. Today, Havelock Sports Club will be taking on Police Sports Club in what should be a close encounter. But Havelocks once again will probably be going in out as favourites, considering they've got two good victories under their belt, where Police are yet to notch up a victory. And of course, today's game between CR&FC and Navy. And then of course, Kandy Sports Club will be coming down to Colombo for the first time tomorrow, and will be taking on CH&FC at the racecourse. So a lot of interesting games lined up today as well as tomorrow. And just coming to today's game, Laksisi, CR&FC got off to a good start last week against Sri Lions, and we'll come back to that as we have a look at Week 2 results.
Yeah, Police Sports Club going down against CH&FC in that Week 2 opener, 27 points to 39. And then Kandy against Army Sports Club, 70 points to 5. That was quite a performance from Kandy Sports Club. And then Havelock Sports Club getting the better of Air Force, 30 points to 19. And CR&FC getting the better of Sri Lions, 43 points to 13. So except for that game between Havelock and Air Force, all the other games were pretty much one-sided, not that closely contested. So hoping to see some closely contested games in this week of Mastercard A Division Rugby. The top try scorers of the league so far, Nirosh Pera for CH&FC, 4 tries, he's out there on the top. And Danushka Ranjan, how good is it to see him on this list once again, 3 tries. And Jayathu Rajaratna, former DS Senanayak skipper, playing for Havelock Sports Club, he has also scored 3 tries. And Tharindarathwatta and Dahan Vikramarachi, both of them have scored 2 tries each for Kandy Sports Club.
And the top point scorers so far, Tharindarathwatta, no surprises there, way ahead of the rest of the bunch with 56 points. He's been not just brilliant with the boot, but has managed to cross the try line on a number of occasions in a rampant in-form Kandy three-quarter line, followed by Samuel Madhavantha, Nirosh Pereira, Gayanthi Damalgoda, and Danushka Ranjan makes up that list. So yet early days, but Tharindarathwatta and that Kandy three-quarter line seem to be in terrific form, isn't it, Laksisi, thus far?
Exactly, Abdullah. We had a chat about this before this game began, before the live coverage began, how great that backline looks of Kandy Sports Club. and 13 different try scorers in just 2 games, and that shows how good they have been. So right now we will head to a commercial break, and on the other side we will have the starting 15s and the kickoff of this weekly clash in the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024 and 2025. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare TV.
Hot and spicy, fun vibe, Rugby Barakaranda. Beat a remake, Karanda, Winner. Have a bit of our Ayana, give me a fashion Karanda. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Karanda. Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs, and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Five accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
2 objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Prima, Kotumi, oh my, my. Sanat pela managam, may full life, and I'm happening. Real rusty trending, very go hot and spicy, that's a king. Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
Matanya muda machang, 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 matanya muda machang. Kamuda machang, Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda machang, Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs, and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima, Kotumi, fun tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot cannot do that.
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima Kutumi, oh my, my. Sanatala Manadam, made for life, and happening. Real rusty trending, very go hot and spicy, that's a king. Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Hot and spicy, fun vibe, look at the we take a remake, karanga, tavinna. Hada wada vawalayanna, give me a fashion karanga. Fun, turana, kotumi, kikki karanga. Prima kotumi, fantamai.
Kamuda machan, prima kotumi, fantamai.
Welcome back everyone to Longdon Pace as the teams they are lining up before the official beginning of this week 3 clash between CR&FC, the defending champions, and Navy Sports Club. Navy Sports Club, they lost all their games last season, so they're still searching for a win to turn their fortunes around, and they'll be hoping that they can prove a point here, as I mentioned earlier, by taking on the defending champions and maybe trying to push them to their limits here. Navy Sports Club starting 15, the forwards Kavish Amarasekara, Pradeep Ranavira, Sabit Mushin, Stefan Gregory, Kavishka Vijayaratna, Denuan Vikramarachi, Chamod Nimzara and Sahibu Zabri, and the backline Hashan Madhumadava, Chiranta Kalwarachi, Manka Ishara, Sendra Peris, Srinath Ranasingha, Chanaka Jayalat and Tilina Veera Singha. The replacements Arul Das Pereira, Appa, Nimsika, Vijay Singha, Gamage, Kulatunga and Sansoni.
Next, we'll have the host team and defending champions CR&FC lineup. And the forwards Senra Pereira, Venuka Kodagoda, Tanuja Jayavira will form the front row. Radisha Achita and Shenal Adhikaram will be the second row. Quite a few changes in that third row combination. Adisha Veeratunga remains at blindside flanker, but the open side will be manned by Samita Varnakula Surya. And Umalka Gunaratna, after playing at blindside flanker last week, has been shifted to his more customary number 8 position. Minuda Amanet and Tenukananakara will continue as the halves combination. Chamod Mutunayaka will be the left wing, while Manilka Rubero and interestingly skipper Gamanu Chetia comes into that number 13 position. Normally mans the wing 3/4, but being brought into the number 13 position. Interesting to see how that will work out. And Rene Silva and Zubair Dore, who also featured last week against the Sri Lions, will be the wing 3/4 and fullback respectively. Replacements Jaya, Veerabangsa, Shanath, Randy Silva, Zeshan, Karuna Ratna, Rushen and Vijay Singha. So it'll be interesting, isn't it, Laksisi, to see how skipper Gamanu Chetia making his first appearance for the season, and that also in the number 13, crucial number 13 position. So it'll be interesting to see as Coach Dushant look at just trying to find the best center combination to go forward.
The skipper is an important player for him, as you mentioned, Abdullah. We want to set the tone right here as the skipper taking over the reins, and you want to prove a point. And also the fact that so far during the first 2 weeks, Candy Sports Club, a lot of people have talked about how good their backline is. So CR&FC, they'll definitely want to prove how good they are as well in this game. And the match officials for the day, the referee Sarat Madugala and his assistants Kalum Sandruan and Rasika Veerasekara.
Yes, wonderful conditions here at Longdon Place as the lights have taken full effect. And there was a women's game before the commencement of this league match, which the Navy ladies getting the better of CR&FC rather comfortably, eventually 44 points to 15. Looks like it's be Navy who will kick off. As we await the referee to start proceedings. And it's all systems go as Navy kick off. Nice hanging kick. Nicely collected by CR&FC. Amaneth just getting a few forwards in there to get a bit of space for him to execute a box kick. Nice hanging kick. Ball goes loose, but seems to have been recovered by Navy, but there was a knock-on at the start. So nice box kick by Amaneth and a good chase as well, forcing that error.
Good work from CR&FC to begin the proceedings here. Navy straight away push back, forcing that error. CR&FC. Amaneth also to feed the ball in. Gunaratna, as Abdullah mentioned earlier, playing in his number 8 position. Seeing him playing in that role after a long time. As Amaneth takes it out, use the ball out. Here's CR&FC. Nanakar use the ball out here. Sube Dore use the pass out to Rinesh Silva. Rinesh Silva tries to find space but unable to do so. Here's Amaneth again. From right to left they go. CR&FC, and this time the knock forward it's from CR&FC.
Yes, that was a good bit of rush defense by Navy Sports Club. It was seemed to be number 17. Was it Senura Piris who rushed off the line and made that big hit and forced the first error?
Ashita Radishan, the culprit there from CR&FC. Hashan Madhumadava, the halfback for Navy Sports Club. First scrum of the day for the Sailors. Obstruction, says the referee. So Navy Sports Club unable to make use of that opportunity.
Yes, just a little bit silly by Navy, you'd have to say, right in front of the referee. Very clearly an obstruction, and looks like CR will be going to the corner. Dore finds touch reasonably well. It's about 10 meters, or rather about 15 meters away from the goal line.
Center. Yep. We saw CR&FC using that rolling maul against Sri Lions to full effect, and won't be surprised if they pull it off once again here. Venrakoda Guda, the first line out of the day for CR&FC. Yes, Koda Guda, Adisha with the collection. Yeah, unable to kickstart that rolling maul. Advantage in favor of CR as well. Now here's the big man, Omalka Gunaratna, gaining some good meters there, taking some tacklers alongside him. Now CR&FC gaining meter by meter here, trying to draw first blood inside the first 5 minutes here. There's Amaneth, from right to left they go. Koda Guda gets tackled, gets taken down. Here's Amaneth again. CR&FC around 10 meters short now from finding that first try. Here's the little chip kick, Rinesh Silva. Unfortunately, just overran there. Got a hand to it, but the referee, he will come back to the advantage for CR&FC.
Yes, it was deemed that it was brushed down, but looks like there's been an interception. And a kick ahead as well. Silva gets back and covers. Chetia. Tumutupara takes the ball up. Now the phase is created. Good pressure by Navy at the breakdown. Eventually CR managing to get it out. Senura Pereira trying to make some inroads, but is stopped in his tracks. Some wonderful vision, and Adisha Veeratunga finds Dore, who finds Amanet for CR&FC's first try. CR&FC looking particularly dangerous in the counter attack and in the outer channels.
Brilliant work from CR&FC, scoring that first comeback wide try of the game. Vidun Amanet. It's good work, Adisha Veeratunga and Sube Dore alongside Vidun Amanet getting the job done for CR&FC.
Yes, and it's always interesting to see, isn't it, how they use Adisha Veeratunga out wide, isn't it? It's got a lot of strength and power to make inroads, and then also has wonderful passing skills as well, as we saw on that occasion. Found Dure, who in turn found Amanet to put the first try for CR&FC. So Zubair Dore once again will take the kicking duties. Had reasonably good first game against Reliance with the boot. And if CR&FC is looking at him as being their first choice kicker, will need to find his groove as the tougher encounters approach. But for the moment, doesn't seem to be putting a foot wrong as he adds the 2 points. So CR&FC leading 7 points to 0.
It all started with that little kick and chase option after the interception by Navy Sports Club. Rinesh Silva recovering, and then Nomalka Gunaratna with a lovely flat pass to Thenuka Nanayakara, and then is the conversion. And then Nanayakara with that long cutout pass to Adisha Veeratunga. And as you mentioned, Abdullah, using Adisha out wide, it's such a great ploy by CR&FC because he has the power, and add to that, he has the speed as well. He can run well too, Adisha Veeratunga. And then Dore and Amanet, as I mentioned earlier, joining with him and finishing the job for the first comeback wide try of the match. There's the restart kick. Malka Gunaratna almost fumbles it, but gathers in his second attempt. Manilka gives it out to Thenuka Nanayakara. Here's Rinesh Silva going for the kick and chase. But straight to the Navy player who gathers it cleanly. Now Navy with the chance. It's a good ball carry by Navy. Now the forwards trying to take the team towards that 22-meter territory. Navy, the first real opportunity to attack in this game now straight after that try from CR. Is Navy trying to use that left-hand side of the field to their advantage. A penalty in favor of Navy Sports Club.
Yes, again, Rinesh Silva just trying to put a bit of a punt so just in his 25. Always a very dangerous tactic. It doesn't go right. And from the ensuing couple of breakdowns, CR&FC have conceded a penalty. Looks like Veera Singh has decided to go to the corner. Which he does successfully. So it will be a line out about 8 meters away from the goal line.
Pradeep Ranavira. Pradeep Ranavira with the throw in. You're trying to use that short line out tactic, Navy Sports Club. They do keep possession just 5 meters away now. Is the big man wearing the number 4 jersey, Stefan Gregory. The forwards trying to gain the remaining few meters here, but CR&FC defense, we know how good that is. Gregory. Navy, can they get that first try of the game here? Still with possession, but the CR defense holding on firm here. Get back, says the referee, as they need to maintain that discipline. Here's Navy working the ball out wide, but still unable to find the right option. Navy, they get pushed back as well, close to that 22-meter line now. This is brilliant from CR, not letting Navy any room to breathe here, pushing them further back, and Navy Sports Club from that line out, they have been pushed back at least 20-25 meters. Offside, says the referee. So Navy, they will get the ball back, and they have another chance to have a go at it.
Yes, Navy definitely testing the CR defense, and looks like Sena Council has prevailed, and Stephen Gregory deciding to go to the post. To be experienced Tilina Veerasinghe rather, who will take the kick.
Tilina Veerasinghe Abdullah missed out majority of the last season due to an injury. Started the season, he was the captain for Navy Sports Club, but missed out. I think he played only the first 2 games, if I'm not wrong. But this season he's back. That's a straightforward kick.
And he's missed it. Usually reliable, but Navy have managed to get possession. And another penalty has been conceded by CR. Player who went for the ball did not support their body weight.
So Navy Sports Club getting opportunity after opportunity here. Can they make use of it? They missed out on the chance to get the 3 points. So once again going for the 3.
There's chance for Veerasinghe to make amends. Don't think she should have any problems with this. And duly slots it over for Navy's first points of the game. 7 points to 3.
Blue captain. Blue captain. Blue captain.
CR&FC will need to be a little more clinical in their own 25. Got to ensure that they get into some form of pattern and ensure that they play the game in the correct areas.
The first real time that the defense was tested, they conceded 3 penalties back-to-back CR&FC. Now here's the restart. 7 points to 3 in favor of the home team. That was a good tackle. Good work from the restart kick for CR. Adisha Veerasinghe once again. Now Navy inside their own 22 here. They need to get out of this dangerous position, and Kalua Arachi. I thought I saw something up the land. The referee has spotted it. A knock forward just outside the 22-meter line, and CR&FC, they get the ball back, and they have lost ball in a very dangerous position, Navy.
Yes, dead center, virtually on the 25. Just wondering if it was picked up by the assistant referee and communicated. Slight knock on. So interesting to see the options that CR&FC will use. Amanet with the feed. Side to go on the right hand. Spread it out wide. Silva ducks against one player. Does well to stay in play, creating another phase. Just needs to make the ball available. And they get it out. Nice inside pass. Jaiviro clings on to that. Amanet gets the line moving. Quick hands. Not finding its mark, but CR do well to keep the position. Nice run by the wing three-quarter, keeping the ball in play. Mutunayaka. And Omalka gets the ball back. Passes it out to Venura Kodagoda. CR&FC also spreading the ball wide, are losing ground. Kodagoda takes the ball into contact. Amanet to Rubeiro, gives a short pass to Chetia. This is good by CR, good patience shown. Some nice short balls. Creating phases after phase. It's Jayavira who takes the ball up. Amanet once again. Zubair. Jinx goes into contact. And referee this time penalizes for using their hands. Quick tap taken. Once again, Navy penalized for not staying on their feet. Achita Radishan taking the quick tap on that occasion.
Stop. Mark.
Now CR still with the chance of going over the second time in this game. Now Navy, they need to keep their composure here. 7 points to 3. They can't let CR off the hook this early. So they need to try and turn things around here. If Navy can get the possession back and prevent CR from scoring here, that will give Navy a lot of confidence. So let's see whether they can achieve that. Dunamanet set to feed the ball in. Gaining some meters here with the scrum. CR. Omalka, out for Omalka. CR getting close, and they go over for the second comeback wipe try of the game. Omalka Gunaratna scoring his first try after the return. And Navy, unfortunately, they didn't have enough firepower to stop CR.
Yes, that will give a lot of confidence to the CR&FC 8. I thought the tight 5 were brilliant, although Malka being the beneficiary eventually. Navy, big pack themselves, so CR&FC will be pretty pleased with that effort as we have a look at that once again. Some good control by Omalka as well. It looked as if that scrum was going to disintegrate, but Omalka did really well to hold his shape. Just chose the correct moment to pick the ball up and dive over for CR&FC's second try.
Okay.
Dore trying to make it 2 out of 2 today. And Dore, he's successful, so 14 points to 3 inside the 20th minute of this game. The defending champions showing their mettle here against Navy Sports Club. 2 comeback wipe tries already. Also the restart kick. Asube Dore continuing that fine form, isn't it, Abdullah? Played for Sri Lanka as well. Did a great job during the tournament as well. That's a high-hanging restart from Navy, and that's a knock forward from the restart. Unfortunately, Adisha, I think that was who made the error. So Navy just outside the 22 mark. They have the possession. Can they make use of it?
Yes, Navy have got to be a bit more accurate in attack. Haven't made many visits to the CR half. It's interesting that Navy have opted to play Stefan Gregory, their skipper, at second row. Normally more accustomed in that tight head prop position.
Yes, Madhumadava fields the ball in Navy. Yes, Madhumadava gives it out to Kalwarachi. Ishar, and that's sloppy from Navy. But luckily, he didn't lose the ball forward. But they lost a lot of meters. No, in fact, he has lost the ball forward. So CR, they get the possession back here.
Yes, so once again, an error, handling error by Navy, conceding position over to CR.
Blue number three.
Something which you cannot do against top quality teams. It's kind of handling errors. Just have to wonder whether Navy were trying to go wide a bit too early, put themselves under a bit of pressure.
Amaneth. Is the ball in inside their own half here. Goes for the kick. Tenugana Naikara. Still Navira Singha. The good collection. Goes for the kick of his own. And Tenugana Naikara also mark. Naikara realizing there's no need to take an unwanted risk there. Calling for mark casually. Takes play towards that halfway mark, or even more than that, towards the Navy half.
Blue, red.
So throw in for Navy. Pradeep Ranavira. Looking to hit the mark. Wonderful steal by Adisha Veeratunga. It looks like Navy have managed to pinch that ruck. Slow ball. Got to be a bit quicker, more dynamic. CR defense. Watertight. Holding their shape. Navy trying to create something. A lovely bit of work by the Navy back on this occasion, and that was pretty cynical by Amaneth. Cannot hit the ball down. You'd have to say that he was lucky not to be shown a card, really.
Now Navy trying to find some momentum in this game. Meanwhile, at Havelock Park, both the teams yet to get off the mark after 40 minutes of play, Abdullah. So we expected that game to be a very close one. So let's see how that pans out. Now Navy, just 5 meters away. Can they get the job done this time? Earlier, they came very close around that 10-meter mark, but They were unable to get that try over. They settled for just 3 points. But this time, they have a good chance. Pradeep Ranavira. That's a poor line out through. Now, CR from their own try line here. Here's CR. Amaneth gives the ball out. As Rinesh Silva to Dore. Dore with a lovely step back. And unfortunately, was opting to go for that little kick and chase option, but the ball went into touch.
Yes, another missed opportunity for Navy, you'd have to say. Just not being able to hit the mark is Ranavira with his throw-ins. CR&FC, to their credit, are applying a lot of pressure defensively at line-out time. And that's much better, going to the back of the line-out. And Navy trying to create something, setting something up in midfield. But CR's defense standing strong. Again, slow ball, giving CR ample time to realign. This is much better by Navy. Nice short pass, getting over that first line of defense. But Navy just don't seem to have players at the breakdown to support. And it was Achita Radishan who managed to get his hands on the ball and win a penalty for his team. So Navy just losing shape a bit in attack at crucial moments. And CR defensively good enough to capitalize on that.
Shanaka Jayalat found little space there, but unfortunately got isolated. And CR&FC making use of that opportunity to get out of their half. Now, I think that's the difference, isn't it, Abdullah? We saw that earlier line out. It was just 5 meters away from the whitewash. And the top teams, they make use of those opportunities. It's those little things, isn't it? But Navy, they were unable to make use of that chance. And you can't always produce those high caliber tries where you run 40 meters, 50 meters, coast to coast, but you can make sure that you make use of those close opportunities, and that's the difference between the top sides and the other sides in the tournament. Now here's Omalka Gunaratna, powerful run. Now Amaneth CR trying to find that third try. Maybe trying to defend and get this ball back. Amaneth gives it out to Koda Goda to Jayavira. I'm going from left to right. Here's Nana Akkara going for a little cross kick this time. Doesn't find touch. Jayalat gives the pass out to Manka Ishara. Manka Ishara, the clearance kick to Sube Dore. Dore gives it out to Tenuka Nana Akkara. Yes, Nana Akkara with a little show and go. Takes 3 men to put Nana Akkara down. And advantage in favor of Navy.
Yes, very clearly Navy on that occasion, entering through the side of the ruck. That was intelligent kick by Nana Akkara. Realized there was nothing much on, finding space behind the Navy defense. And with the ensuing few phases, CR&FC managing to get a penalty, which Dore has just slotted into touch. So you have a look at that once again. It's then one Vikramarachi, the guilty party, Navy open side flanker. So another opportunity for CR&FC, 5 meter line out. No doubt the first option will be to look at that driving maul, which has served them so well in that first game.
Skoda good line out from CR. No. Unfortunately, CR, it's going to be a scrum for Navy. Lucky escape, can say, for Navy. They were setting up that rolling maul. CR to try and get that third try. Madhumadava set to feed the ball in. Now it's about getting out of this red zone for Navy. Can't afford to concede another try, which would increase the lead up to 16-18 for CR. Madhumadava gives the ball out and goes for that thumping clearance kick. They're still inside their own 22. Didn't make much distance there. So still they have a threat to manage Navy. And CR, they'll want to make sure they don't do the same mistake they did earlier and finish the job and get that third try.
Yes, both teams just haven't been able to find any rhythm in this game thus far. It's been a pretty stop-start affair. Goda once again finds Veeratunga, and this time CR&FC try to use their driving maul. Do well to keep it in play. But Navy, to their defense, have done really well to keep that driving maul at bay and use the touchline to good effect and bundle them out. So that was pretty good defense by Navy, you'd have to say, Laksisi.
Yeah, that should actually give them a lot of confidence, I believe, Abdullah, how they managed that situation. And now it's going to be a line out in their favor. Now earlier, when it mattered the most, they got the line out wrong, so they can't afford to do that same mistake from here. Goes for that long throw. Stefan Gregory tries to just use his pure power. Now creating that space for the clearance kick. Very well collected. Subedore. CR trying to mount an attack here. Ines Silva. And I think that had some contact with the Navy player before it went into touch. I think Srinath Ranasinghe got a hand to it. Oh, in fact, it's going to be a line out in favor of Navy. Be interesting to see if we can get a replay. Pradeep Ranavira. Vikramarachi taps the ball back and they do recover the ball. Navy.
Yes, well, that was a good volleyball smash, if ever there was one. But Navy, most importantly, have managed to hold on to possession. Only thus. Some nice bit of interpassing between the Navy forwards. Managing to break that first line of defense. Amaneth rips that ball off. And eventually knocked on by Navy. I think it was the open side flanker. Denu and Vikramarachi from that line out was hoisted and just slapped that ball down. Sure, Spiker would have been pretty pleased with that effort, but not his scrum half or his forwards who had to retreat back as a result. Nonetheless, another good attacking platform for CR&FC. Just the 2 tries thus far. Under 7 minutes remaining in this first half. Omalka on the short side, links up with Amaneth. Dore takes ball into contact. Offloaded back to Amaneth, who keeps ball in play and brilliantly read by Stefan Gregory, the Navy skipper, who intercepts it. But again, it's slowed down by Navy.
As you mentioned so many times, Abdullah, Navy Sports Club, they are just as you mentioned so many times, Abdullah, Navy just lacking that intensity, isn't it? They're slowing the game.
So interestingly, a free kick has been awarded. Just wondering whether it was with the scrum of wasted time before getting the ball out in the ruck. We'll try to get back to that later on. Now, Sia trying to create something. Dore, a nice little punt ahead and a wonderful chase. All sorts going on the Sia goal line. Eventually, referee deciding to blow his whistle and award a 5-meter scrum in favor of CR&FC.
Desperation shown by Navy Sports Club there. And they have to defend their hearts out once again. They made sure that third try was not scored the earlier instance when CR&FC came so close. And let's see whether they can repeat a similar defensive effort. Amanet all set to feed the ball in. 5 meters away. CR once again trying to gain some meters using that powerful forwards that they have again. Advantage. Malka Gunaratna takes it quickly. Malka Gunaratna goes over. Overpowers the two defenders and scores the third Combank wide try for CR&FC. Second try of the game for Malka Gunaratna.
Yes, I think it was Srinath Ranasinghe who was the recipient of that collision with Omalka, and there was ever only going to be one winner in that, as Omalka was in full flight and Ranasinghe was just standing. Or was it Shiranta Kaluarachi probably? So as a result, CR&FC have recorded their third try and Gunaratna his second. And Dore will oblige with the conversion to take the score to 21 points to 3.
Now once again, it comes back to that point, Abdullah, isn't it? CR&FC, whenever they came close, they made sure to use those opportunities. But Navy, unfortunately, they were unable to do it, and that is why the score line is currently 21 points to 3. We came close twice at least in this first half, Navy, but were unable to make use of both those chances. As the restart kick once again, a high-hanging restart kick, and Omalka Gunaratna losing it forward, and Navy, they get the position as well. Now this is a golden opportunity for Navy to mount a counter-attack here. Just 5 meters short now. They have the advantage in favor too. Can they get that first try? So the referee. Yes, Stefan Gregory. Can he do something something similar to what Omalka Gunaratna did? Nope. CR&FC with the turnover. Adisha Veeratunga trying to run away with it. Now Navy once again, another opportunity wasted. But credit goes out to the CR defense. They stood firm and they made sure that Navy won't get that first try of the game.
It's not for the first time Navy have wasted another opportunity. On that occasion, you'd have to say the guilty party was the Navy skipper, Stefan Gregory. Made the correct decision to take the quick tap, but his body position was way too upright. He needed to go a bit lower, use his physicality to good effect, but when you're running upright, it just makes it so much easier for the opposite defense to stop you. Nonetheless, Navy have managed to retain position. We'll try and create something.
Oh, here's Navy. Goes for a little kick and chase option, and he has lost the ball forward. Straight back towards that Navy player, and once again trying their luck, and they will get that scrum, Navy. Abdul, unfortunately we can't, but if we can actually show our viewers the two instances, how Amalka went with his business and how Stefan Gregory tried to overpower the tacklers, can clearly see the difference in the techniques. And that is why Amalka scored the try, and Gregory was unfortunately short of the mark.
Yes, spot on, Laksisi. Couldn't have called for a better comparison. Maybe we can get it during our highlight package, but nonetheless, another missed opportunity for Navy, you'd have to say. Have been pretty wasteful with the opportunities they have got. Probably one final opportunity before half-time. Deciding to go out wide, wrap-around move, but the CR defense drifting across really well. And conceding a penalty, though, at the breakdown. Gamunu Chetia not staying on his feet. And a lovely break by Navy's open side flank. Will he be able to go all the way? And looks like he has done, but there was a double movement in the tackle. He needed to release the ball. But what a wonderful run by Denuan Wickramarachchi. Probably the only time CR defense has been found wanting. But they will come back for the penalty as we have a look at that once again. Wickramarachchi, long strides. Just some desperate tackle by Rene Silva, saving the try. Saving Navy from scoring the try. But advantage was being played. And Veera Singha just slotted it into touch. Now Laksisi, final play before halftime in all probability. Will Navy be able to go into halftime by having the final say?
Will they be fourth time lucky, Navy? Now Ranavira goes for that short throw in. Navy, they need to make sure they use this opportunity. They need to get at least a single try before the referee calls for half-time. But at the moment, they are not going anywhere. Finally, some distance made. 2-3 meters short now, Navy. Getting closer and closer. Gregory decides to pass it out. But still, it's the forwards who are in the game. But CR, once again, that defensive effort, absolutely phenomenal. But they have conceded the penalty once again, not rolling away, says the referee. No, Navy, still they have the chance.
Yes, really unfortunate for CR. They did really well, but just losing their discipline at the crucial moment. Navy deciding to take the quick tap, making a bit of ground, getting the ball out wide to it was Nimsara Chamod, and this time Gregory, and he loses the ball in contact. Does that Navy skipper?
Well, that actually sums up the first half, isn't it, Abdul? So close yet so far for Navy Sports Club. 4 instances, they had their chances. They had very close chances of going over the line, but unfortunately, they have failed to get over the line because of that phenomenal defensive effort, and also part of that was because of their own faults.
Yes, but again, wonderful bit of defensive work by Atita Radishan, who came flying into that tackle, not allowing Gregory to get any momentum in his run, saving another try. Navy will definitely be very disappointed for not taking the chances that came their way, as the halftime score stands 21 points to 3, and there's no doubt their coach Progit Malawana will have some stern words for his charges. You cannot let so many chances slip by against a quality outfit like CR&FC, who on their part haven't been as clinical as they would like either. There's no doubt that their coach Dushant Luke will also demand a much better performance from his Chargers in this second half.
So we will head to a commercial break, and after that we will be back with the second half action from this Week 3 clash of the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024-2025. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's number 1 sports channel, ThePapare TV.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby berkerana. Beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න. fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්ක කොලෙන්න. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda machan, prima kotumi, fun tamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Machan ya muda machan, 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 machan ya muda machan. Kamuda machan, prima kotumi, fun tamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her. Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the win.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Prima කොතුමි oh my my. සඳත් වෙලා මනඩම් made for life වෙනම happening. Feel රසට trending. වෙන්නකෝ hot and spicy රසකින්. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Machan ya muda machan, 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 machan ya muda machan. Kamuda machan, prima kotumi, fun tamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda machan, prima kotumi, fun tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
me, Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima Kutumi, oh my, Sambat Vela Managam, made full life and never happening. Real rust trending, very go hot and spicy recipe. Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Barakaranga. We take a remake, Karanga, Winna. Hado with the Bawalayan, give me a fashion Karanga. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Kolena. Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Welcome back everyone to Longdon Plays as we are just few moments away from the second half action of this clash between the defending champions and the bottom place team from the previous season. CR&FC taking on Navy Sports Club. 21 points to 3, that's the story at half time. CR&FC going over 3 times in that first half and Subir Dore converting all of them while Navy that solitary penalty to show for them. Viduramanith scoring that first try. It's a lovely move from CR&FC where Subir Dore, Adisha Veeratunga and Tenugunana combined to produce that first try. Dore, a good conversion, and Tilnaveera Singh missed out on the first chance to add 3 points, but in the next opportunity he managed to slot it through, and then Nomalka Gunaratna scoring the second try where they used that rolling maul to perfection, and then received a penalty just 5 meters away, and Nomalka Gunaratna taking the quick tap just overpowered the 2 defenders in front and scored the third try, his second of the game. So 3 tries scored so far, and while talking about the tries, we have to remind all of you about the 3-try concept by Sri Lanka Rugby. 3 tries have been scored in this game, so they will plant 3 trees to signify that, and also whatever the number of tries the 2 teams score in the second half, that will get added as well. So such a great initiative by Sri Lanka Rugby. So let's see how this second half pans out, where the CR&FC will just run right and run away with the game quite easily, or whether Navy Sports Club can mount a comeback. Thoughts, Abdullah?
Yes, well, it could have been much closer, Laksisi, in that first half if Navy just took half of the opportunities, but were pretty inaccurate in attack, so close to the line. CR&FC on their part didn't quite execute as well as they would like either. So no doubt that both teams will want to put in a better performance in this second half. It will be CR&FC to start off, and Tenuka Nanakara preparing to get the second half proceedings underway.
CR&FC, they'll want to start this second half strong and make a statement here. Once again, a good high-hanging start from CR, and Adisha Veeratunga taps it back, and they do manage to get the possession from the first kick of the second half CR, and it's going to be advantage in favor of CR as well. Navy just unable to keep that discipline at the breakdown, not supporting the body weight. I think that was then one Vikramarachi. No, in fact, that was Chamod Nimzara.
Yes, I thought there was a knock on there by Senura Pereira when he tried to regather that loose ball. Referee Mandugala seemed to have missed it, but it was picked up by his assistant referee. So Navy with an opportunity to get out of their half.
There's Madhumadava feeding the ball in. No, in fact, I think they have made the change. Navy, they have changed the halfback. I think it's Kujana Kulatunga, who's playing assist from for Navy Sports Club in the second half. We saw him playing quite a lot in that previous season. Now, Denuan Vikramarachi. Denuan Vikramarachi.
Yeah, terrific work by Omalka Gunaratna on that occasion. Made the tackle, got back onto his feet and ripped the ball away, which the Navy player held on to and not allowing a fair contest. So Navy again unable to clear their lines, conceding a penalty, and Dore has found a near perfect touch finder just 5 meters away from the goal line.
Continuing his fine form, Subir Dore, 100 out of 100 when it comes to the track record of conversions today. And to add with that, his straight regainers have been spot on for Subir Dore. And just 5 meters away now. And just have a little work to do if they do get this line out right. Because the Navy defense, except for that one instance, they have failed to stop the forwards of CR. Now Adish, the lovely collection once again. CR with the advantage as well. So they will take it quickly. Amanet taking it from the wrong spot.
Yes, Navy pretty lucky not to be carded. I think CR&FC had all the momentum going their way. Pretty cynical effort to stop that driving maul. CR&FC have dominated the scrum in this game. We'll be looking to try and force another pushover try if possible.
Navy Sports Club, once again, they have to cope up with the CR forwards.
Laxisi, by the looks of it, it looks like the Navy skipper Stefan Gregory has left the field as well, so that's going to weaken this Navy 8 much further in terms of weight.
Again, with the advantage, CR. Here's Omalka trying to get a hat-trick of tries here. Just a few meters short. CR searching for that bonus point try. Still not there. Still not there. And yes, he will go over. But the referee will check with his assistant, Adish. The try has been awarded the fourth Combank wide try of the game for CR&FC, and that will give them the bonus point as well. Adish Veerathunga scoring that try. CR&FC, things just looking too easy for them at the moment here at Longdon Place. Navy unable to put up a fight. Subir Dore, probably at least 27, 28 meters to cover. Now here's the replay. Almost went all the way. I think that was Samit Varnakula Surya and then Adisha Veerathunga finishing the job. Subir Dore, let's see whether he can keep his picture perfect track record alive. Super Dore unfortunately fails to convert it. So close, but couldn't slot it through. So it will stay 26 points to 3. Now the big question is, will that try be the beginning of a one-way traffic, Abdullah? That's the big question here going into the last 30 minutes of this game.
Yes, that's the start CR would have wanted. Just we look to try and kick on from this position onwards as Dore collects it cleanly from the kickoff. Makes a bit of a dart before relaying the ball for a ruck. Some good work by Navy's Denu and Vikramarachi, but again, just not showing enough discipline to release the tackler before going for the ball.
Denu and Vikramarachi, throughout this game, Abdullah, he has shown some shades of very good performances, but unfortunately, to go with that, he has also done a lot of mistakes in this game too, Denu and Vikramarachi.
Yes, I don't think you can question his work rate. He's been everywhere at every breakdown. Made a couple of daring runs as well, but just not being able to show enough composure and make the important decisions at the correct moment, letting his enthusiasm get the better of him. It looks like Thilina Vijayasinghe has entered the field. Just trying to identify whom he has replaced. Vijayasinghe makes no mistake with the touch finder.
Thilina Vijayasinghe making his return during the Mercantile Rugby Sevens just a few months ago. And really great to see him back playing competitive rugby. Eskoda Goda once again. Nadisha very good with the collections, and as Manilka gives the ball out to Enuga. Now here's CR&FC on the attack. CR backline trying to show some flair. Malka Gunaratna going straight towards that hit. Here's Nanakara again. CR Manilka to Adisha. Adisha once again joining the line. Amanet gives a low pass out to Kodagoda. Kodagoda took some time for him to recover after that low pass. Did well to collect it, but unfortunately loses the ball forward. Shenal Adhikaram.
Yes, just a bit unfortunate. Looks like CR had a bit of momentum going their way. It looks like Zubair Dore has left the field, and Thilina Vijayasinghe has replaced him in that last line of defense. What a player he was for Kandy Sports Club all those years ago, before unfortunately being banned on a doping charge.
And how about that for replacement, Abdullah? Malka Gunratna goes out and Lastu Karunathilaga joins in. Lasindu played as the number 8 for Sri Lanka during that Division 1 championship earlier this year. He's coming off the bench today, getting some game time the last 30 minutes of the game. Now here's Navy from the scrum trying to pull out an attack here. Oh, finding space here. Good work from the forward. He's still up. Getting some valuable meters. Here's Kulatunga. Now Navy, they need to make use of the momentum they have created here. Goes for the kick and chase option. Thilina Vijayasinghe, no mistakes from him. And straight away goes for the clearance kick and He does get some good meters there as well.
Yes, showing a lot of composure and class. Did Vijay Singh read that kick ahead extremely well, held his nerve and just returned it with interest. Navy from that point where the ball was kicked have probably been forced to go back another 15 meters, so will be a bit disappointed having conceded position after making a few runs in their benefit. It's a missed line out, but Navy nonetheless being able to make some ground, spreading the ball out wide. Another inside pass, but CR have that inside lane well marked. Achita Radishan once again making that tackle. Navy just holding on to position, but once again hit behind the gain line. But they do well to hold on to position. Trying to make another foray into this CR defense. But so far the CR defensive line holding fort. Ball spread out wide. Wonderful tackle again. Achita Radishan has had a terrific game in defense today. And looks like Navy, CR&FC rather, have managed to turn position over. Or not. Navy hold on to position, but again, hit behind the gain line. Terrific defense by CR&FC, you'd have to say. Now Navy almost back on the halfway line. And the referee has his hands out. Again, Adhikaram not supporting his body weight. That's really disappointing from CR's point of view. They did really well to constantly hit Navy behind the gain line. And Adhikaram just letting his mates down by going off his feet when he really didn't need to.
The real concern for CR is that he has made the same mistake inside 5 minutes or so, Abdullah, as you mentioned. So Adhikaram needs to make sure that he keeps his composure during the breakdowns. And Navy, they they're almost at the 22-meter mark for the first time in the second half, I believe. For the first time in the second half, Navy, they have managed to get close to that 22-meter mark.
They need to make it count, isn't it, Laksisi? Had the opportunities, just haven't been able to execute well enough at the crucial moments. This time, to do well at line out ball time. They have got the ball out and wonderful slicing run by the Navy fly half. Shiranta Kaluarachi, they managed to recycle possession. A dummy is sold.
Kulatunga, and that will be in favor of Navy.
Yes, unfortunately, referee Madugala getting in the way.
The halfback, Kujana Kulatunga, he was not that happy, but yeah, situations like that do happen. That's part of the game. Here's that break from Kaluarachi. Absolutely brilliant. I think one of the CR players, not quite sure who that was, but got that ankle tap right on time. Otherwise, probably would have been that first try for Navy. Now Kulatunga to feed the ball in. Here's Isuru Pereira fends off the first tackler, unable to fend off Lasindu Karunatilaka. The referee is playing advantage towards Navy. The forwards, can they pull out that first try here? Navy gaining some good meters here. Some good work done by the Navy forwards. CR defense found wanting here at the moment, but they do have some distance until they get close to that whitewash. Passing it out wide, almost an interception by Rinesh Silva. But the referee will go back for that penalty advantage.
Yes, I think it was a high tackle from Adisha Veeratunga on the Navy number 8.
So they will go for the kick into touch and then try to get that line out right. Tilna Veerasinghe.
So will it be 5th or 6th time lucky for Navy Laksisi?
Yeah, a lot will depend on Ranavira. In that very first instance, Ranavira, he got the throw completely wrong. Yeah, but this time he gets it right. Well collected by Chamod Nimzara. Now Navy, this has to be that opportunity for them. They need to make sure they finish the job here. Few meters short now. Navy, they can smell the whitewash here. But CR defense, they continue, but they have conceded a penalty here. They have the advantage, Navy. Still no try. Still trying desperately here, and CR. And they won't let them go past that defensive line that easily. That's how good they have been this game. Still trying Navy. Kujana Kulatunga trying to hype up the forwards to get the job done. But still 5 meters short now. They continue to try and push Navy back, the CR defense, and the referee will go back for the penalty. As Kujana Kulatunga gives it out to Denuan Vikramarachi, I believe. Is that the try? The referee, I think he will have a chat with his assistant. Denuan Vikramarachi, we talked about how he has been all around the park. And I guess deservingly he will most probably be that first try scorer.
Yes, it looks like the try has been awarded, and I don't think it could have been given to a much awarded to a much more deserving player than the Navy open side flanker. He's been absolutely brilliant for them throughout.
Then one Vikramarachi scoring that first Combank Vibe try of the match for Navy Sports Club. 26 points to 8. He almost scored that first try in that first half. He was just a few meters short, making that second move. Then one Vikramarachi. But this time he got it right, and credit goes out to the forwards of Navy for getting the job done this time. Putting the finishing touches right, and unfortunately Veerasinghe unable to slot the conversion through it, so it will stay 26 points to 8.
Yes, so Navy recording their first score of this second half and their first try of the game. So it will be Nanya Kara to kick off. Goes deep, and fortunately for Navy, they have knocked it on. I think it's the reserve forward, Sanruk Gamage, the guilty party. And an opportunity for CR&FC to strike back immediately.
Vamaneth all set to feed the ball in inside the opposition 22 CR. Will they be able to create a fifth try here? Oh, yes, CR gaining some meters with the scrum. Amanet gives it out. Here's Nanakara with a lovely inside pass out to Michael Ruberu. CR still with position. Amanet gives it out to Adhikaram. Adhikaram goes towards the hit but unable to gain much meters there. Yes, Nanakara sells the show and go. Lovely one-handed pass out to Amanet as he goes over. He dives over rather for the fifth comeback wipe try for CR&FC. Lovely piece of work.
Yes, by the halves combination, you'd have to say Nanakara making that initial break and knew exactly where his scrum half supporting line was. And just made that inside pass, and Amanet had a gaping hole to make use of and go over for CR's fifth try. Vijay Singh with the conversion attempt. And he was never going to miss from that range. So CR&FC move into the 30s, 31 points to 8 as we enter the final quarter of this game.
Vidun Amanet scoring his second try of the game. Navy bringing in some fresh legs here.
So waiting to recommence as both teams emptying their bench.
And the update from Havelock Park after 50 minutes. Havelock having a slight edge over Police, 10 points to 8. Once again, a good high-hanging restart kick. Lasindu Karunathilaga, the clean collection. Creating that space. Vidun Amanet gives it out to Adhikaram. Adhikaram once again going straight towards that hit. CR&FC taking a bit of a risk here. It will most probably go for that clearance kick from here onwards. Oh no, they will try to create some more space, but no. They go for that clearance kick anyway. Thenuka Nanakara. And it's a lovely clearance kick from Nanakara, getting the team.
Yes, and CR have been penalized. Which it seems that that kick was charged from an offside position. It's a bit of ill discipline by CR. Another opportunity for Navy to launch some attack closer to the CR line. Veera Singha makes no mistake with the touch finder, which will be approximately 6 meters away from the try line.
Can Navy Sports Club find another try here? Pradeep Ranavira needs to get the line out, throw in right. No, in fact, it's going to be Apurva Vijay Singh. They have made the change. Very well collected, but unfortunately, crooked throw. Unlucky for Navy.
Well, there's nothing lucky or unlucky about that, Laxis. It's just very poor execution, you'd have to say. CR were never going to contest that line out either. So really no excuse for not finding your second row with a straight throw from that kind of situation. Now an opportunity for CR to clear their lines. Amaneth just consulting with his outside partner, Nanayakara, on how best to exit from this situation. And Nanayakara makes good connection, but Navy decide to take the quick line out, and Gamanu Chetia rushing up and forcing that knock on. CR&FC would do well to try and create quick turnover ball. Vijay Singha kicks it deep. Safely collected by the Navy player, who finds good touch. So it's so far been a pretty stop-start affair, isn't it, Laksisi? It's like both teams seems to be in the holiday season as well.
Yeah, that might well be the case, Abdullah. Getting the line out right, CR, and here's CR back line trying to show some magic. Vijay Singha collects the loose ball. Vijay Singha trying to find space. He waits the first tackler, he waits the second one, and he waits the third one as well. But the fourth one manages to get him down, and the referee signals for a high tackle. So advantage in favor of CR. Thenukananakara with a long cutout pass, but Randy Silva pushing the ball forward, but they did have the penalty advantage. Chemod Mutunayaka passing the ball to Thenukananakara.
Yes, I don't want to speak to soon Laksisi, but so far referee Madugala hasn't shown any inclination towards showing a card, isn't it? It's a bit of a rarity in modern day rugby. Has handled the game reasonably well considering its stop-start nature. So Nanayakara will look to drive play into the 22, which he does successfully.
CR will be thinking about a sixth try here.
So it'll be replacement hooker, Dilshan Jaya with the throw-in. Once again, looking for Adisha Veeratunga, but doesn't find the mark, and Navy managed to retrieve possession and unfortunately have lost it as a result.
Pramudit Thapa losing it forward. So the replacement hooker for both the teams are not getting that first line out throw right. I think earlier it was Sandru Gamage, I believe. And right now, Dilshan Jaya.
Interesting from CR's point of view. It looks like they're short on options when it comes to lineouts, isn't it? They just seem to be going to Adisha Veeratunga at every given opportunity. You probably need to find another jump or two to keep the opposition guessing.
It's getting a bit predictable, as you mentioned, Abdullah. Now from the scrum, here's Amaneth, gives it out to Nanayakara to Ruberu tries to sell that show and go, still with ball. Amaneth focusing on that shorter side. Here's Mutunayaka at Navy. They have the advantage.
Yes, Muthukumara needed to release the ball before getting up because the tackle was completed. And as a result, penalized. So Veerasinghe with another opportunity to drive play back into CR's half, which he does successfully. Looks like CR have made a replacement in the half back position. Rushen Bandaranaike, former Trinitian, making his debut for CR&FC. Navy win clean line out ball. Strong run by the Navy forward, and looks like one of CR players have managed to get his hands on the ball. And just as I was saying, Laksisi, it's like referee Madugala has remembered that he does have a yellow card in his pocket, and Shehat Malinda is the first recipient of the card in this game.
And Sansoni overcooks that territory again. CR certainly thought that it went out from outside of the goal line. CR still trying to make a case. But Purva this time gets it right, but sloppy from Kulatunga. Now Kulatunga trying to find space, working the line now from right to left. Yes, Sansoni. CR defensive line holding on strong once again. Oh, that's a knock forward. Not good from Navy. They continue to repeat these mistakes. Now that's a huge concern for them. Now, that's been a concern from last season as well, coming into this season. And Navy, that is why they are struggling.
Yes, basic errors, isn't it, Laksisi? Losing the ball in contact. Just cannot afford to do that in this level of rugby. It's like CR have made another change. It's Zeshan Zakir who has made his way to that hooker position. And Venura Kodagoda is one who has made way. Karuna Tilaka with the break on the short side. Hands it off to Rubero, who brushes off a couple of defenders. Throws a wild pass. Chetia collects it on the bounce and now looking to make a few meters. Is held by the Navy defense, but CR have managed to retrieve position. Bandaranaike gets it out. Nanya Kara, Randy Silva, Veerasinghe, and unfortunately that pass was forward. So once again CR&FC just not finding their rhythm today. Looks like Vijay Singh seems to be having some form of an injury. Looks like he's holding his ankle.
Less than 7 minutes to go on our clock. CR 33 points to 8, 5 tries, 4 conversions, and Navy 1 penalty into that 1 try.
Navy will be pretty disappointed. Probably not so much with the scoreline against them, because the CR have probably deserved every one of those points they have got, but the opportunities they have let gone by in attack. Just one try courtesy of the open side flanker, then one Vikramarachi to show for their efforts along with the penalty by Tilna Veerasinghe.
Meanwhile, the back and forth nature at Havelock Park continues. 17 points to 15. Havelock still in front with around 20 minutes to go. Now, out there in Havelock Park, Police, it's a game that they really can't afford to lose. If they do lose that actually puts them, most probably that will put them out of the equation for qualifying for the cup segment in the second round. So it's a must-win game for them, and for Havelock it's about continuing that momentum before they face the top two, we can say, CR and Kandy. Skulatunga all set to feed the ball in. Now Navy going for that kick, Sansoni, and it bounces back, and Dore, but the referee, he has blown his whistle. I guess one of the chasers was actually in front of the kicker, and here's CR making use of that opportunity. Still with possession here, CR fumbles it but manages to recover. Yes, Adhikaram fends off the first tackle, fends off the second one, but gets taken down. Bandaranayaka gives it out to Nanakar, and that long pass, the long cutout pass, just not working in favor of CR. But CR, still, they have the penalty advantage.
Yes, needed to be a bit more clinical from that situation, did CR. They had the CR, rather the Navy defense in 6s and 7s. Probably would have done well to just go through the hands, maybe created another phase if they had to, without forcing the issue. But nonetheless, it was an advantage that was being played. So it'll be a 5-meter scrum for Navy. Rather for CR, and this is an area where Navy have been found wanting on more than a couple of occasions.
Bandaranayaka feeds the ball in. Here's Karunathilaka. Karunathilaka tries to go all the way, but unable to do so. They still have possession, CR. Now the forwards with the pick and goes, trying to gain the remaining meters. Searching for that 6th try, the home team. Bandaranayaka to Ruberu. Ruberu tries to sell a dummy. Gaining some good meters there. Quick pick can go there. Now less than 5 meters away from the whitewash. Yes, Karunathilaka again. Just a few meters short now. CR getting ever so close towards that try line. Bandaranayaka gives it out to Nanakara. Nanakara goes over for the Combank wipe try, the 6th one of the game for the home team. But I think the referee will have a little chat with the assistant. No, doesn't want to have a chat. I think he had a clear view, so he decides to award the try, the 6th Combank wipe try of the game for CR&FC.
Yes, he was right on the mark, so didn't need any assistance from his touch judge on that occasion. So another wipe commercial bank try for CR&FC, courtesy the outside half, Nanakara, who will look to add the conversion to take CR&FC into the 40s.
Anayakara gets it wrong, the conversion. So it will stay 38 points to 8. So around 2 minutes left on our clock, and CR&FC continuing that good start they had after beating Sri Lions, and it was 43 points to 13 in that game, the scoreline. And today it's 38 points to 8. Once again, a 30-point gap, a 30-point buffer for them. Again, a good high-hanging kick and very well collected. I think Karunatilaka was the collector. As Dore gives it out to Nanayakara to Randy Silva. Randy Silva gives the offload out. He lost the ball. It was a little fumble, but lost it backwards. Well, here's CR again from their own 22, trying to mount an attack. Is that a turnover? They have lost the ball forward, CR.
So CR&FC throwing caution to the wind, trying to launch an attack from their own half. Fortunately, just losing the ball once again at that ruck in contact. Turning possession over. So could Navy have the final say in this game? Just like they had the final say in that first half.
And also Abdul, as we're getting closer towards the end, we need to decide on our Papare player of the match.
Yes, there were some pretty good performances today. Toto Malkagunaratna showed glimpses of his own self. Koda Goda was pretty competent in his effort as well. We'll get back to that conversation as Navy take a quick tap from that penalty. And Navy creating a few phases, asking questions of this CR defense that has been pretty solid today. Another good tackle by Zehan Zakir, making his debut for CR today. Navy deciding to attack to the fringes and are making a bit of ground. Showing some good urgency. So it looks like referee has come back for not retiring 10 meters. But I think that's an area the referees really need to probably show a bit more maturity in. There was no attempt whatsoever by any of the CR players to infringe with play, even though they were not 10 meters, but referee deciding to yet award the penalty. Now Navy have taken a short tap, and another penalty has been created at that breakdown, and looks like Navy will have the final say in this game with a try courtesy Tirunavira Singh, the veteran Navy fullback.
The second comeback wipe try of the game for Navy. Tirunavira Singh scoring the try. 38 points to 13. Oh, Tirunavira Singh was off a fantastic conversion to end the game. So 38 points to 15. That's the final scoreline from Longdon Place. And quickly coming back to that conversation, Abdullah, Radisha Nashida had a great game, especially in the defensive aspects. And whenever the forwards were mounting an attack, he was always there, Radisha Nashida. So he will walk away with the Papare Player of the Match award. And I think we need to remind all of our viewers about Vidun Amanit as well. Scored 2 tries and always there in the thick of things. So CR&FC don't think this is the absolute best we can see from them, but they do go away with the win, 38 points to 15.
Yes, a lot of work-ons, no doubt, for Coach Dushant Luke and his coaching staff, but nonetheless, they will be pretty happy to end the year with a win. 38 points to 15, be a big 2025 season for the London Place outfit, coming in as defending champions. Will want to put a mark, but two relatively convincing victories in their first two outings will probably help settle the nerves a bit more than anything else. Navy on their part will have a lot of introspection to do, just not capitalizing on their opportunities that came their way, but just managing to have the final say in both the first and the second half. Be a little consolation to them, but they too will no doubt have a lot of things to look back on as we have a look at the highlights of this game. It was CR&FC who scored first, and then Amanet linking up with his partner Nana Kara, who scored a try himself, and then Veera Singha scoring the final try of this game and converting it himself to give Navy their 15 points as against CR&FC's 38. So this is tomorrow's remaining fixture for this week 3. Kandy Sports Club will be coming down to Colombo for the first time and will take on CH&FC at the Racecourse Grounds.
So thank you very much everyone for joining with us. These are the fixtures, upcoming fixtures of week number 4. Navy Sports Club taking on Air Force. That will take place at Balisara, and that will take place on the 3rd of January to begin the new year. And then CH&FC taking on Sri Lions at Racecourse, and then Havelock Sports Club taking on Kandy Sports Club at Havelock Park. That both those games will take place on the 4th of January, and then on the 5th of January, CR&FC taking on Army Sports Club at Longdon Place. So thank you very much everyone for joining with us for this encounter between CR&FC and Navy Sports Club. As we reminded earlier, we do have one more game coming your way in week number 3 of the Mastercard edition Interclub Rugby League 2024 and 2025. So once again, thank you very much for joining with us. We hope you enjoyed the coverage. I'm Laxmi De Silva signing off alongside Abdullah Yusuf and the rest of the Papare technical and production crew. Have a very good night.
to me, oh my. Sunat pela manadam, may full life, cinema happening. Real rusty trending, Benako hot and spicy recipe. Imako to me, Fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all three formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Five accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
Maybe if I had your heart, he would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her. Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Matang yamuda matang, 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 matang yamuda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Marakaranga. Beat take a remake, Karanga Tavinda. Hada wada bawala give me a fashion Karanga. Fun, Turana, Kotumi, Kiki Kalinga. Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all three formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all three formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima Kutumi, oh my. Sunat pela manadam, may full life, cinema happening. Real rusty trending, Benako hot and spicy recipe. Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby Barakaranga. We take a remake Karanga Tavinda. Hada wada bawala yana give me a fashion Karanga. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Korena. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby Barakaranga. We take a remake Karanga Tavinda. Hada wada bawala yana give me a fashion Karanga. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Korena. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.